Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear student, my salam to you. Perhaps you all are well in your residence. By the grace of Allah, particularly your cordial prayer, I am also well. I thanks to Almighty because nowadays and for at this moment we all are well and all are quite well from COVID-19. Dear student, we are passing a cruel and dangerous moment. It's also a crisis moment, particularly in your academic side. So, though it is a crisis moment, but your education cannot be a stay. It has no time to stop this caravan. It's all well movable. It's always movable. It's always running. It's always continuous. So, as the education is continuous, so why we are not? We have to also be continuous. Okay, dear student, I am hopefully expected that my previous class, before class, I also sent for you. I hope you are the viewer of my class. From my class, you got that. In my class, I also discussed on sentence, on tense, and etc. something items. Now, I am intended to discuss for you topics voice, because voice is a matter that it's also in your syllabus item. Not only that, voice is this kinds of matter that your passing exam, of course, not only that, the whole exam in your life when you face competitive exam, passing exam, academic exam, etc. Where there is no place, where there is no exam, that voice is absent. Voice is omnipresent. Voice is related to exam. Where there is exam, there is voice. So now, I intend to discuss on the topics voice. So, we have to know that what is voice. Voice is a thing, voice is a matter who is always express some idea, express some sentences. Suppose I am discussing on voice. My every sentence is also voice. This kind of voice divided into two. One is active and another is passive. Now we have to know what is active The active voice is this kind of voice where or in this sentence the subject does something. When subject is active, which is active sentence, active voice. The quite opposite passive. What is passive? Where the sentence their subject is inactive, subject is not active, rather object is active. In clearly where their subject has not done something, do not subject does not do something, that is called passive. Such as the example of active voice, active sentence, we eat rice. Here we subject, eat verb and rice object. In this sentence we eat rice means আমরা ভাত খাই. Where means this sentence we subject has a creativity. That means খাওয়ার কাজটা সাবজেক্টই করতেছে. That is why this is active sentence. Rather, rice is eaten by us. Rice is eaten by us. In this sentence, subject কর্মটি করতেছে না, তাকে কর্মটি করানো হচ্ছে, বরং rice is eaten by us, আমাদের দ্বারা ভাত খাওয়া হয়. Here rice is subject and you should know this. Where there is object or things or goods, articles is a subject, that is passive sentence. It's also information for you that it's the it is the rules of identification passive sentence. And you should remember that passive sentence will be completed with a preposition, such as rice subject is be verb, eaten main verb past participle, and by preposition, and then object of subject. So we know that in English grammar there are 12 type of tense. In the same way voice has also 12 type, though it performs through two types, active or passive, but it's the item, so 12. Such as 12 kind of tense: present indefinite to future perfect continuous. In the same way voice has also 12 type: present indefinite to 12 future perfect continuous. Dear student, look, the student who do not have a good idea on tense, or the student who does not identify tense, the student fortunately cannot perform the voice, because voice is related to tense. The student who are well known on voice, he is also good performer. The student who who are well known on tense is the good performer of the voice, because voice is related to tense. So tense is the best on voice. Okay, dear student, we have to know the structure of voice. The structure of voice, such as active structure. The active structure of voice: subject, main verb, object, extension. It's also active structure of voice. Every sentence naturally remain on active position. You should remember that, you should remark that the sentence where there is no object, this kind of sentence has no voice. So object is also turn off of voice. Dear student, the sentence which has active form, the sentence which maybe not the passive form, the sentence which have active form with transitive verb and object, that this kind of sentence have passive form, because transitive verb and object is main term of the object. So what is the structure of passive voice? Passive voice, the structure of passive voice is object এর subject, object এর subject plus tense অনুযায়ী be verb plus main verb এর past participle, then preposition. Here three type of preposition is more useful: to, with, by. By is also most useful preposition on voice. And then subject এর object, subject এর object, such as we eat rice. The basic form of rice means rice is, the sentence is on present indefinite tense. That is why the be verb is, and then past participle of principal verb, and then by, also preposition, and then object of subject, object of subject. So rice is eaten by us, rice is eaten by us. It's the passive form of the voice. Dear student, I am so hopeful you have good idea on tense. If you forget this, you have a time to rememorize this, and you should rememorize this, because tense is related on voice. Now I give some idea on tense. Tense has 12 type: present indefinite, present continuous, present perfect, present perfect continuous, past indefinite, past continuous, past perfect continuous, future indefinite, future continuous, future perfect continuous. 12 type of tense, and 12 type of tense has 12 item of auxiliary verb, and 12 type of tense has 12 type of passive form of this sentence. In passive form of a sentence, the be verb is most important, and be verb come from tense wise auxiliary verb, such as present indefinite, be verb is also am, is, are. Present continuous, be verb is also am, being, is, being, are, being. Present perfect, have been, has been. Present perfect continuous, have been, being, has been, being. In the same way, past indefinite was, past continuous was, being, are, being. Past perfect had been, past perfect continuous had been, being, In the same way, future indefinite shall be, will be. Future continuous shall be, being, will be, being. In the same way, future perfect shall have been, will have been. Future perfect continuous shall have been, being, will have been, being. Dear student, my uttering be verb from 12 tense is the most important for changing your voice. So you have to intention to change the voice. Of course, you utter and memorize and remark on be verb of passive voice. So, dear student, I hope that in my class, today's class, you always follow this, and you should practice in your house, in your residence, in your academic room. If you do well in your examination, there is a types transformation, and transformation conclude with 4 types: voice, sentence, degree, and uh, another kind of sentence. Means two kind of sentence. The transformation of sentence with forming, and the transformation of sentence with meaning. Means forming sentence and meaning sentence, two type of sentence, voice and degree. Totally the four types in totally through the four types of items, the perform transformation, and transformation completed with 4 types. So voice is also a factor in your transformation. Dear student, no more today, and I hope that you always view my class and follow this. In the next class, I try to discuss for you on the another item of your syllabus, narration. So thank you very much, and always you should be safe from COVID-19. Thank you very much.